Hey now, ladies and gentlemen. Hey now, hello, and a hey now. Hour number 4 of the Line Talk 99.5. Continuing on in Plymouth, Massachusetts, with testimony resuming in the Lindsay Clancy trial. I encourage you to go check out last night as we broke down a lot of the Lindsay Clancy stuff, our episode from yesterday evening. And you can see Stump Jones perform live. That's towards the end, though. And then John Bird walked in studio with in his underwear, which is something he would totally not be allowed to do here.
No.
But we don't have a no underwear rule.
Well, no. There is an underwear rule.
Well, yes, but I mean, we don't have a.
We're not free balling.
Right, but we don't have a rule in place as of yet that says you can't walk in only wearing underwear.
Right.
Although we probably should.
Yeah, I mean that was purely accidental.
Yeah, totally accidental. Even though he had his best pair of underwear on with plenty of crotchal support.
Nah, dude. I mean, I've been buying.
I mean, that's what you told me. I didn't.
Yeah. It is. All my underwear is my best underwear now. I've thrown out those holy ones.
As we were, me and my boy Evan working on the bathroom remodel over the weekend, and we were tearing down the walls, I thought to myself, man, these walls here in this bathroom have seen a lot. I mean, a lot of stuff. If these
You're
walls
a deep thinker.
If these walls could talk, boy, would they be able to say, I've seen some things.
Or say, help me, put me out of my misery.
This is my life, man. Help me. They've seen a lot of naked people and a lot of pooping.
Man. Yeah,
yep.
Life is a toilet would be. Gosh.
Oh, yeah, you're just staring at bung holes all day.
Yeah.
It's got to be a real ishy job. Looking at the text line, Wes says, amen to the disgusting, disingenuous, narcissistic media. You nailed it, Andrew. Dwayne asked about the stuff with Tupperville and the not living in the state, whatever's going to happen. Tupperville's not going to be kicked off the ballot. He is going to stay on the ballot, and he is going to win, probably in epic fashion. He says, also, John Bird, are you the same John Bird that used to hang out with Matt Pitt at the basement?
No.
Matt Pitt. Oh, is that preacher guy?
Mm-hmm.
I thought Matt Pitt was a famous actor.
No, that's Brad Pitt.
That's Brad Pitt. Matt Pitt must be his cousin.
Yeah, probably something like that.
But yeah, whatever happened to that guy? He was the youth pastor at the church over in Center Point.
Yeah, I don't know.
The cathedral.
That's been a long time. We need to
What
look
was
that?
What was that youth group called? God, I wonder if he's still around and what he's doing.
They were on fire for a while. But no, I mean, that wasn't me. There's about, I think, 7 John Birds in the greater Birmingham area. There's also a John Robert Bird.
Is it? I mean, back to the Matt Pitt thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get involved in drugs? Is that what we decided was the problem, or am I making that up? Or he at least was doing things that made it look like he was on drugs. Like impersonating a police officer.
Yes, that was it.
Remember, he did that one time and got in trouble, and then they caught him doing it again because he had some sort of honorary police officer badge. Like, the dude was super popular. Everybody liked him, apparently, but I don't remember what the scandals were. Hell, maybe he's listening to this show, or somebody that knows him is listening.
Yeah, it's like 12 years ago.
Just let us know what happened to him. I'm curious. I never met the guy, so. And also, what's he doing hanging out at the basement? Oh, is that the That was the name of the thing.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
The
I mean,
basement.
they were on fire.
I was
after a
thinking
while.
of the bar, Mom's basement. I thought that's what he meant. No, so the basement was the name of the youth group thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Okay, I'm remembering that now. Interesting. Yeah, I'd like to know what he's doing these days. Because that guy was he was something else. Something
He was
else.
found not guilty of impersonating an officer.
What's the date on that?
2015.
Probably
so
a
that
plea
happened
deal.
a long time ago. Yeah, he had a plea deal.
11 years ago.
Yep.
Where is Matt Pitt now? That's the question. Why don't we ask AI?
I know.
Oh, I've already got people texting me that they got some inside Iggy.
He served 8 months in the Shelby County Jail for violating probation.
8 months?
Yeah. Okay. He was under. They gave him probation instead of 12 years for impersonating an officer. Evidently, he broke probation, and they put him in for. Oh, he rejected the plea deal. Dang, we might want to visit that on the podcast. That was a fascinating.
I'm typing it into AI now
Mm-hmm.
to see if they've got any. It says, where's Matt Pitt, the former youth pastor of the basement in Birmingham, Alabama, now? Let's see if Grok knows. Do you think he does?
I think Grok would know.
Searching recent information. Da-da-da-da-da. AI. You're taking too long. But it is kind of a niche story.
Yeah, he may have just, been clean and kind of disappeared. So
Probably
it's having to
best.
go way back.
His name's Larry Matthew Pitt. Well, you didn't want to go with Larry? Nothing says youth group leader like Larry. He was born in 1984, so he was right around my age. Founder of the basement in Birmingham. Largely stayed out of the public spotlight in recent years. Available information indicates he has remained connected to the Birmingham area. Started the basement around 2004 in his parents' basement in Huffman. So that's where the name comes from. Grew rapidly into high-energy youth service, drawing thousands weekly, monthly at venues including Cathedral of the Cross, Church of the Highlands, Boutwell Auditorium, with a related reality series and national speaking. What was the reality series? Like a reality show?
I guess.
In 2012-2013, he faced arrest related to impersonating a law enforcement officer, one resulting in a guilty plea to a lesser charge and probation, a second leading to a probation revocation and about 8 months in jail, followed by an acquittal on the later charges in 2015 that you noted. He continued ministry afterwards, including while incarcerated. The large-scale basement events scaled down. The weekly gathering was later rebranded in some reference as the Block or the Block Party. According to the local reference site, Beham Wiki, which reflects post-2015 details, he's led the Block Party, described as a weekly event associated with CBF Ministries International, yada, yada, yada. It's going through a bunch of stuff. It's not that big a deal. I was just curious what was happening. But during that time, in the late 90s to the mid-2000s, church youth groups were incredibly popular. And you saw this, John Bird.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were,
Oh, yeah.
They were huge.
It's like cutting edge, a lot of people were calling it.
And
But that's leading people astray, man, at a vulnerable time.
well, yeah, that's a vulnerable age
Yes.
for people, influential age, should I say. But even, contemporary or I guess Christian alternative bands were making waves in the 90s as well. Like, what's some of the band names? Jars of Clay,
Yes.
DC Talk, You remember those? Everybody was listening to that.
Yeah, and all of those are disgraced.
Carmen.
Carmen's still good.
What it was disgraced about the other two?
Oh, you don't know about
No.
DC Talk?
No, what happened?
Yeah, the black guy for DC Talk. It turned out that he was turned out to be gay.
Hmm.
Yeah, not good, but he was soliciting sex, and I believe from minors.
Oh, God.
Yeah, for decades.
And what about the other one?
And the other one, Jars of Clay, the lead singer, eventually came out not as gay, but supporting like gay marriage and all that.
And that railroaded his
Yeah, and his
stuff.
testimony hijacked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of that going on.
Well, I was just curious. I hadn't thought about that in a very long time, but I grew up listening to some of that stuff. And, I mean, youth groups are still a good thing. I think, I guess Church of the Highlands has got a pretty big one. But it was just such an anomaly back then that, something that started in the basement or his mom's basement turned into such a mega youth group. It's kind of similar to Church of the Highlands, where Chris Hodges, had, I guess, a little space that they had borrowed from a school or something like that, where they had, 30, 40 people that were coming to their church services and ended up growing into this conglomerate that's got campuses all over the place.
I mean, and I do have to say, when they built, I lived close by, so Mason and I, when we was little, we watched it being built. But they paid cash. They stayed where they were for several years until they got the money together. And, that's admirable.
Church of the Highlands?
Yeah, so they had no debt when they started out.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey would approve. It's probably why Dave Ramsey and Chris Hodges are friends.
I did not know that.
Yeah. He spoke at Church of the Highlands several months ago, and me and Trish went to the thing. We were right there on the front row.
What?
Watching Dave Ramsey. Yep. And then they do Dave Ramsey small groups and stuff, and so he cut some deals on buying his books and his programs and all that kind of stuff. Trish loves some Dave Ramsey. Now she likes Dave Ramsey and Caleb Hammer, the younger financial guy we watched the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That dude's wild. That's a wild show. All right, 545-9950. What was I talking about? I was talking about socialism. Listen to these numbers real quick before we break. Views of socialism and capitalism for Democrats, according to CBS. On a positive note, Democrats view socialism positively to the tune of 58%. 58% of Democrats view socialism positively. Only 32% view capitalism positively. On the negative side, only 18% of Democrats view socialism negatively, and 50% view capitalism negatively. And for those that have no opinion, both on socialism, 24%, and capitalism, 18%, those numbers are incredibly low because loudmouth liberals always have an opinion on everything that is in existence. All right, let's keep it rolling. ChuckDavisLaw.com. ChuckDavisLaw.com. My personal attorney, Chuck Davis. Would I steer you wrong? How can I steer you wrong if I'm telling you about my attorney? Whatever it is, call him up. If it requires an attorney, you need to reach out to him. You know, there's just like any attorney, certain things that he handles, but if it's outside of his forte, his wheelhouse, he can send you in the right direction. He's got a network of the best lawyers around, and he's always connecting. Like he likes to kind of know what's going on and who's doing what. And so he's got the best of the best, man. But divorce custody battles, that's one big one that I always worry about with you guys. I don't want you, because I've dealt with it personally, I don't want you to end up with an attorney that's not going to help you when you're dealing with divorce and custody. That's so important. Same thing, wills. Get those wills done. That applies to everybody. Probate, contracts, real estate, personal injury. If you've been hurt and it's not your fault, somebody else's fault, you're owed compensation, medical bills, whatever, get in touch with Chuck. Let him know I sent you. 205-823-9992. It's 205-823-9992. And online, ChuckDavisLaw.com. No representation is made that the legal services provided are superior to the legal services provided by other lawyers. Speaking of the commies, as the DSA is on the rise, I do believe that the other independent Democrat-esque, liberal-esque parties are going to go by the wayside. I don't know if the DSA, which is a group that has, come closer to taking over the Democrat Party than anything I've ever seen, is going to either, one, take over the Democrat Party, or two, they're going to be a subsect that is going to give the Democrat Party problems, much like the what's the one, the independent party that has the big convention? Is it
the Green Party?
Well, there's the Green Party, but there's another one. Maybe it is the Green Party. I felt like there was a different one. Gosh, what's it called? It's called the Liberation Party or something. Is the one you remember Vermin Supreme, the guy that wears the boot on his head and he promises AR-15s and ponies for every American? That guy is part of that party. But you mentioned the Green Party. I'm glad you did that, because the person that has represented the Green Party as of late is one who? Jill Stein. You remember Jill Stein? They blamed her for Hillary's loss in part because she took away votes from the Democrats, but she now has an arrest warrant out for her. And I don't know if she's planning on running in 2028. She ran in 2024, but she has a warrant out for her arrest over a no-show in court, which was over a 2024 cop assault on officer charges. She just didn't show up to court. And I don't know if they've picked her up yet or not, but this was in St. Louis. An order filed by St. Louis Judge Karma Johnson states that neither Stein nor her lawyer appeared Monday morning. Stein, the Green Party's reoccurring presidential standard bearer, charged with first-degree trespassing and fourth-degree assault. Both charges are misdemeanors and arise from an April 27, 2024 anti-Israel protest at Washington University in St. Louis. So Jill Stein, man, she is a fugitive of the law. I think it gives you street cred, actually. I think Jill Stein should use this in her campaign. Say, hey, not only am I a badass independent, but I've got a warrant out for my arrest because I beat the hell out of a cop at an anti-Israel rally. What? Take that to the polls. All right, here we go. Noto Roofing, N-O-T-O roofing.com, notoroofing.com, 205-848-2299. That is 848-2299. Y'all get in touch with them and let them know I sent you, man. Get that roof inspected. Get that little roof tune-up while they're up there. Just a little boop, bop, 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 bing, bing, bong. And then they get you hooked up. So, notoroofing.com. Tell them your boy Angel Mclain sent you. And those guys will absolutely get you squared away. Love me some Noto. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, it is time for the Wheel of Sigmund.
That doesn't belong
That
there.
doesn't belong there.
One of these things is not like the others. One of these things doesn't belong. Can you tell which thing is not like the other by the time I finish this song?
All right, that doesn't belong there. Very self-explanatory. No need for me to tell you what it means, because you already know. Up first, a story that this came out about a week ago, I guess. High school football player practices with venomous snake hiding inside his helmet before the coach finally discovered it.
Wait, he deliberately did that?
No, he didn't know it was in there.
Oh, man.
And went through practice with a very dangerous snake. It says thousands of high school football players across the country are taking to the practice field, preparing for the kickoff of the 2026 season in the coming week. But one young man in Arkansas recently had a practice experience unlike any other. While the Mclain high school football team split into position groups during practice, a player noticed there was movement inside his helmet. Obviously, nothing is supposed to be moving inside a football helmet.
No, not the brain or anything.
But when he handed the helmet over to a defensive coach, nobody could have predicted what was hidden inside. According to NBC KARK, there was a 2-foot-long snake hiding underneath the helmet padding. Well, there are plenty of high school football coaches who would have immediately tossed the helmet into the woods or taken care of the snake themselves. Athletic Director Kurt Horton called on Animal Services. Officer for the Animal Services received a report that the snake was a copperhead.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Which is venomous, but when they arrived to see it for themselves, it was identified as a cottonmouth, which is also venomous.
Oh, my gosh. That's even worse.
It was really, it really was just shock and disbelief, Horton told the outlet. I've got a better shot at winning the lottery than seeing this in my 10 years. And it's worth mentioning that the player didn't feel the movement inside of his helmet until an hour into practice. The snake did a great job of hiding, as it wasn't one of those situations where it was discovered while the team was stretching before getting practice underway.
I mean, how big was the helmet on him that there was room?
It just got up under the padding and hung out.
Surprised he didn't squash it. He got up under the padding.
Quote, I've removed a snake out of a car vent, in the engine, purses, backpacks. This is Animal Services Director Chris Davis. He said, in a helmet, never. He also noted that the cottonmouth is the second most venomous snake found in Arkansas, only behind a rattlesnake. Practicing football with a 2-foot-long deadly snake inside your helmet is the stuff that nightmares are made of.
And legends.
Thankfully, the young man avoided an accident, but he also picked up a story he can tell for the rest of his life. Animal Services relocated the snake, by the way, so for the folks concerned about the deadly animal, everything is okay.
Man, that one.
That's
Woo.
a little animals are friends mixed
Yeah, I
in
was
with
just
that.
thinking that too. Got a 2 for 1.
It was a friendly snake because it could have easily just jumped out, bitten that kid in the head, and then he's dead meat.
Ain't no cottonmouth friendly.
Well, I'm just saying. In most cases, these animals only attack when they feel threatened. Not all of them, but most of them.
I can't imagine there being a whole lot of room in that helmet though. For him to
No,
move
there's
around.
not. And who knows? I mean, was he? It sounded like he was a defensive player, so there would have been some tackling going on,
Especially
and
if he's at the line.
jarring of the helmet. So, but
they
maybe
become friends.
again, with like you said, there's not a lot of room, so maybe it was just so snug the snake just didn't feel anything.
Yeah.
Maybe the helmet was doing its job and keeping everything in place.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yay for sports.
Yay for sports. Next up, headline. Man in his bodybuilding debut who drank heavily and took steroids without working out finishes in last place.
All right, I was waiting for that's a left turn.
Peter Mossfield has officially taken his bizarre bodybuilding experiment to the stage. Mossfield, the man behind the viral Booze Bag Fitness account, previously gained attention by claiming he was taking anabolic steroids and drinking heavily while not working out, all with the goal of eventually entering a bodybuilding competition. On Saturday, August 8th, he actually did it. Mossfield competed in Men's Classic Physique Open Class B at the 2026 NPC East Coast Mecca Classic in New York. According to the official results, Mossfield finished 8th and last among competitors who received a placing. So he came in last place.
I mean, he's got no strength. I mean, steroids are just, they just puff you up. They don't give you strength.
And somehow the story gets even stranger. According to Mossfield, he left the venue after prejudging to go drinking. He then lost track of time and missed the finals. That is right.
That sounds about right.
Because he was still in it. Like, the prejudging, he came in 8th place in the prejudging. And they're like, come back and we'll do the official, like, we'll place you where your official rankings are going to be. He went, started drinking, and forgot to go back.
He's celebrating. 8th place, man.
Generation Iron previously covered Mossfield's unusual bodybuilding experiment as it began gaining attention online. His premise was simple, if extremely controversial. See how much muscle he could build by using anabolic steroids without lifting weights. Alcohol was another major part of the experiment. Mossfield claimed that during portions of the challenge, he was consuming as many as 24 alcoholic drinks per day.
Good gosh.
During his cutting phase, he switched from beer to vodka and diet soda in an effort to reduce calories while getting leaner. Earlier in the experiment, Mossfield said he originally intended to work out while drinking. He ultimately decided he did not want to train and instead began using steroids. So steroids was not part of it at first. It was just, I'm going to drink and work out. And then he's like,
I need a
I'm
little
getting
help.
tired of working out. Let me just use steroids. Despite the backlash and obvious health concerns surrounding the stunt, Mossfield continued his prep and ultimately stepped on stage. The official men's classic physique open class B results were number 1, Gavin Conley, number 2, Ahmed Eid, number 3, Fedor Zurov, 4, Enrique Bonilla, number 5 was Joshua Nabby, 6, Diego da Silva, number 7 was Joseph Massari, and number 8, Peter Mossfield.
Well, I mean, at least I would think they disqualify him for a no-show. Wait, how did he get 8th place if he didn't go in to get evaluated for real?
It was the prejudging, so there was 2 sets of things.
Okay, so he was disqualified after the prejudging.
Yeah, he got 8th place, and then I guess they had another round where
Gives
they
him a chance to put more body oil on. And
yeah, maybe like a break or something. I don't know what it was.
stuff. Usually prejudging is a bad thing, but I guess in this case,
But he didn't win. Do you want to see what he looked like next
of course,
to the other competitors?
yeah.
See if I can find his Instagram real quick. Okay, here he is. So he's going to be the guy on the left, the right side.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't have to tell you which side he's on.
Nah, they allowed him to be in that.
I mean, he doesn't look like a slob, but he looks kind of like an average guy.
Yeah, he's not doing his arms back behind him like the other guys.
He's too drunk.
That's right. He would fall over.
Yeah. So there you go, Mossfield. Good job, buddy. Hope that experiment gave you everything you wanted it to. And last but not least, on That Doesn't Belong There, adult toy shuts down traffic in Washington, D.C. for nearly 2 hours.
Oh, no.
Authorities in D.C. shut down traffic in a residential neighborhood after an adult toy was discovered outside a fire station. A real fire hose, if you will.
Oh, boom.
The incident occurred around 7 a.m. on August 12th in Tinleytown, a historic neighborhood in northwest Washington, D.C. As authorities responded to the scene, rush hour traffic in the area was shut down for nearly 2 hours. Officials labeled the item a, quote, suspicious package, if you know what I mean. Noting that the Metropolitan Police Department is investigating. The item later was determined to be a, quote, blue and black electronic sex portable pump device.
Dang.
Authorities recovered the item from the scene and then proceeded to use it.
What?
No, just kidding.
You added that in.
It sounds like it's a penis pump, is what it is.
What are those?
Well, when you're 1 and 3, you don't have to use one.
Extra large 3X.
It says a man approached a firehouse worker who was standing near the rear of the building. Investigators determined the man had left the device on the scene with wires exposed. The department's explosive ordnance disposal and canine units responded to the scene and removed the item after determining it was non-hazardous. They thought it was a bomb.
I was getting ready to say that was a bomb.
It was a wiener bomb. Ah! But that's exactly why we call this That Doesn't Belong There. Yeah, you can't. Does a penis pump have a bunch of wires on it? Like, it sounds a little bizarre.
It's electronic.
I could say maybe it's not wires, maybe it's tubes. Like, I remember my buddy had this bong one time, which is different from a penis pump, but I guess it could look similar. And it had 4 chambers on it, right? So it was like on this slab, and it had 4 chambers in each chamber in each corner, and then it had a big one in the middle, which is where you lit it and you hit it and all that, and it had tubes running all over the place.
What were the chambers for?
To fill up with more smoke, and then you just pull it and draw. I could see something like that being found out in the street and police thinking that it's a bomb.
Yeah, I wouldn't want anything electric next to my junk. I know I've done it in the past in the podcast, but
wait, you've used one on the podcast?
No. Remember, I've had electricity down near my
junk.
We're doing that. Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't remember that episode, dude.
No.
Well, yeah, that was just a tens unit on your gooch. That wasn't.
Yeah, but
crazy.
I guess you don't use it in the tub or anything. If it's plugging it in.
Yeah, there's no reason to be pumping it in the tub.
I don't think. No. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, let's forget we even did that story. Let's go back to the guy that worked out. Mandu is the reason.
Speaking of workout.
Speaking of workouts, Mandu is where you get your workout in, and that will help you get buff. You don't have to worry about doing steroids and drinking all day. You can actually build real muscle and lose real weight. That's the beauty of this. As you do Mandu, you're going to be able to build your metabolism. You're going to lose weight. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. You're going to be a whole new person if you just go try it out. And if it's for you, then you can sign up. It is 15 minutes, a 15-minute workout just for you, made specifically for you. And I can't wait for y'all to try it out if you haven't. Seriously. 15 minutes in and out of there in no time. And if you're a teacher, faculty member, or a college student, and you're thinking about trying this out, please do. As long as you're 18 or older, you're good to go. Try it out. See what you think. There's no obligation, no strings attached by getting your free session. Just try it out. See what you think. I think you're going to love it. I've been doing it for a long time, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Mandu.com. 3 locations, Homewood, Huntsville, Tuscaloosa. Whichever one you want to use is perfectly fine. Find all the information online, Mandu.com. That's MANDUU.com. Two zero 545 9950 with Ernest Financial. Bringing you this part of the show. RetireWithErnest.com. Retire with Ernest.com. This is about your retirement, your money that you've been working for your whole life. You've been saving, you've been putting it back, you've been doing all the things you need to do as a responsible human being. You've listened to Dave Ramsey and you've done whatever. But now it's time to take some action and make sure that your retirement's going to be safe, protected, and it's going to be growing. There is not a better time to do it than now. With all-time highs in the stock market and everything else, you could really be taking advantage of your money and making it grow, really grow. If you got over $50K in your retirement, get with David Ernest and talk to him about what it is that he can do for you. Not having to commit to anything, but even if you do want to use David Ernest, it doesn't even cost you anything. They don't get fees from you. So you don't have to worry about that part. You just want to get your retirement protected. And this is how you do it. You call 833-596-7233. It's 833-596-7233. And online, retirewithernest.com. Retirewithernest.com. That's my buddy David Ernest. Bubba says, I'm glad he didn't have one of them hood snakes in his football helmet. Those are dangerous. Andrew knows. Remember that post I made? Did you see it? You didn't even see it, did you?
I don't think I saw it.
When I was off. What day was I off?
Oh, yes, I did see it.
Was it Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
It was the same place where we got our vanity from, which is a really nice vanity. I think you'd like it, John Bird.
I can't wait to use it.
Well, it's kind of the shape of the sink is something that I've never really seen before. I do like those sinks that sit on top of the counter and it's like a bowl.
Yeah.
But that's not what we got. We got one that's a normal square sink, but on the inside, like the side that's closest to you, it slopes down instead of being a straight drop.
Oh, that's
off,
cool.
It's kind of like a slope. So you can kind of lean in and just rest your arms on it while you wash your hands.
Like that.
Actually, I don't know what the purpose is, but I thought it looked different, so that's why I picked it.
Cool, man.
Plus, in those situations, you've got, for the sake of your wife, when she asks you what you would like, when you really don't care, you got to pretend to be interested.
Don't say that stuff on the air. She might be listening.
And you're like, oh, no, I think this one's cool. And then she's like, oh, okay, I got his opinion. That's, that's what we'll get. When in reality, I'm like, a sink.
You checked out, man.
A sink is a sink. But she knows that's how I am.
What type of vanity is it? What, like, color? I mean, what is the
It's
top?
like white marble or white something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Simple.
I don't know the difference in all of them. But she does. She's very smart on that stuff. Hey, real quick before we split, No-Toe Roofing, NOTO roofing.com. I want to give you that number one more time, 205-848-2299. As huge supporters of this show, man, I cannot stress enough how good these guys are. Just straight up good people, but also great roofers, and they will treat you right. Just let them inspect your roof. Doesn't cost anything. Get your free roof inspection, 848-2299. And online at NOTOroofing.com. NOTOroofing.com. I'm headed to Work Trucks to get this check engine light looked at, so let's hope for the best. See ya, Cliff!